the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Atlanta Hawks have their backs against the wall, down 3 games to none. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Boston Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
And a potential closeout game here tonight. It's 3-0, advancement to round 2 in the Eastern Conference at stake. And on tap tonight, it's the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Boston Celtics. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Looking at the starting 5 for Boston. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Pereira in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. C.J. McCollum is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Daniels in at small forward. You take a look at the Hawks, you don't want to write a team off, but down 3-0, there isn't a lot of hope to go around.
Yeah, this team can see the writing on the wall. With that said, they can still play for pride and put up a fight. Give them something to build on for next season.
Now the Celtics on the move. Outside White. Pass to Pereira. Now here's White. 5 on the clock. Tries it from 16. Rebounded by Daniels.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Outside, Alexander Walker. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Right side, Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Rebound Atlanta. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He was really talking up Derek White, especially the job he does defensively. Coach said, for my money, Derek is the best defensive guard in the NBA. He's long, he anticipates actions, and he can protect the rim. I can't think of another guard who does what White does. Right?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Pritchard. Inside, here's Cato. Good D by Okongwu.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Johnson a screen on Pritchard. And it's McCollum penetrating on the wing. Daniels. Outside Johnson. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, every year in the league, Johnson's become a better three-point shooter. That tells you how hard he works in the offseason.
Now here's Pritchard. Pass to Keita. And here's White. Pritchard surviving the D. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Atlanta shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw no good for Okongwu.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Now here's Pritchard. White on the wing. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Pritchard. Fires from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
McCollum. Pass to Alexander Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pritchard, the pass to Keita. Here's White. Pass to Keita. Now Pritchard, the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Back to McCollum. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Daniels the screen on White. Back to Daniels. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Outside Pritchard. Here's Pereira. Still no points. White on the wing. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. And this game is tied up now.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
McCollum's shot is off. The Celtics have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Back to White. Here's Keita. Outside Pritchard. There's the triple. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. McCollum with it. Pass to Okongwu. Okongwu, a screen on White. Okongwu inside. And it's rejected. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Boston has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. McCollum against Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pereira. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Doesn't go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Daniels. Now here's Okongwu. Pass to McCollum. Soft touch off the glass.
That's a nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Outside White. Launches it. Drains the triple. White's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson a screen on White. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. Vucevic against Johnson. And here is Vucevic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Johnson. The Hawks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. McCollum against Pritchard. McCollum outside. Lets it fly. The rebound, Celtics. to the middle. Here's Vucevic. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. McCollum, pass to Daniels. Now here's Okongwu. He's closely guarded. Alexander Walker with it. Daniels outside. From behind the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Pereira. Covered by Johnson. And that one's good. Pereira.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
The Hawks trailing. And so the time. Out by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And the Celtics making a change here. Here's Vincent, defended by Pritchard. Vincent passes to Landale. Now here's Risache. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. And Atlanta misses again.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Queta. Back to Tatum. Outside, Brown. Fires from the wing, and Boston again with a bucket.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Pass to Risache. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen. Unloads from 13. And it's Tatum missing. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Vincent. No points so far. And here's Landale. Now Risache. Vincent outside. From outside the arc. Boston pulls it in. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. They set the pick. From downtown. And he misses. Only 2 for 6.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Risache with the ball. Brown's there. No good. A bit long that time.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
And the call will be against Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. McCollum, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hawks trail by 3. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Outside Risache. They get the rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Gonzalez. McCollum defends. Gonzalez. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game, and he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Four on the clock. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And Atlanta with possession here. Trailing by 2. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That's his first foul of the game. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. McCollum looks around. Pass to Landale. 3 on the clock. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
And there's the horn and the end of one. Not a lot of scoring yet in this one. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting.
On the floor for Boston, Jason Tatum out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Gonzalez in at the point.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Now here's Kispert. No made baskets yet. Pass to McCollum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you got to be careful how you guard McCollum because he's skilled at drawing those whistles.
And he makes the first. And McCollum drops them both.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
Now here's Tatum. Left side, Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
McCollum outside. There's a screen. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Landale, pass to Kispert. Now here's Risache, defended by Hauser. Shot clock at 5. Here's McCollum. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. McCollum's got 6.
Gotta love how McCollum hunts down his shots, always looking for his next bucket.
So it's Boston now. Now Brown. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Hawks trail by 3. Here's McCollum. And here's Landale. Back to McCollum. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Here's Garza. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
McCollum with it. He has 6. Now here's Landale. 6 to shoot. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him. McCollum with another miss.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Outside Tatum. And Boston again with the bucket.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Hawks trail by 7. It's McCollum with a drive. Kispert, the pass to Landale. McCollum against Pritchard. Kispert on the wing. Rizachet up top. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. McCollum's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
McCollum against Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. McCollum outside. Landale. Vucevic with some nice D.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Brown. Plenty of space. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Brown's got 6.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Landale with a screen. For 3, McCollum. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Celtics lead by 5. Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Jason Tatum! He's a sharpshooter!
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Kispert. Now here's Landale. Back to Kispert. Outside Kuminga. And here's McCollum. The floater. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Vucevic, a screen on McCollum. Pritchard from outside. Pass to Vucevic. Now Brown, defended by Kispert. There's Tatum with the 3. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Hawks trail by 8. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now Rizachet. Pass to Landale. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Vucevic. Celtics lead by 8. Outside Tatum. Here's Pereira. Tatum with a screen. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Kispert grabs a miss. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Pass to McCollum. Right side, Ricochet. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Showcasing his athleticism, plays like this are why you gotta be excited about Ricochet's future in this league.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. Jalen Johnson comes in for Kuminga. Daniels is checked in for Ricochet. And it's Alexander Walker in for Kispert. Boston also changed in and up. Queta comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's White in for Brown. Now here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Pass to White. Picked by Vucevic. Fires for 3. White can't hit. Hawks trail by 6. Johnson inside. Working on Vucevic. Tipped. Pritchard against McCollum. Down low. Queta. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Okongwu, a screen on Pritchard. McCollum against Pritchard. White with the steal. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
And Atlanta making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. And for the Hawks, they're shooting only 36% during the second. To the paint. Here's Johnson bearing his second of 3 attempts.
All right, we know Johnson favors these close-in looks. He likes a sure thing.
Celtics lead by 6. Here's Pritchard. 6 points for him. Outside White. Back to Pritchard from in close. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Pritchard's got 8 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Back to Daniels. White with the steal. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Can't be too surprised by this. Vucevic got the room, and he went to work.
Atlanta with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Daniels outside. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, the emphatic rejection. Outside White. Up top Pritchard, covered by Alexander Walker. White against Daniels. 5 to shoot. White, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Pereira. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. And now it's a 12-point Boston lead.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Too many wasted possessions. He's getting in bad situations and then failing to kick the ball out to more ready shooters.
Boston on D. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Daniels. Johnson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu, a screen on Vucevic. From deep, Johnson. And it's Pereira with the rebound. Boston has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pritchard finds White. Now here's Vucevic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Johnson.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Celtics lead by 12. Now Pritchard, give him 8. Here's Queta, pass to White. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
And here's Okongwu. Back to Alexander Walker. Picked up by Okongwu. Got a hand on it. Here's Pereira. He's watched by Kuminga. Pass to Pereira. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Boston leading by 10. And here's Pritchard. Pass to Queta. Outside White. Clock at 6. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Once you're inside, anything can happen. Somehow, White ate it off.
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Johnson. To the inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
So it's Boston now. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. White for 3. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
That's a clever choice by White. He stays with the shot to ensure he gets the whistle.
These are his first free throws of the game. He hits the second from the line.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
And he nails the third.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Okongwu, no good. Celtics lead by 13. Pass to Pereira. 26 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's White. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Second chance shot. And Okongwu with the lay-in. Okongwu's got 4 points in the quarter.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's the Celtics. They're up by 11. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Atlanta Hawks.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. They're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the three. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder.
For the Celtics, Herrera, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He does not get the second one. Hawks trail by 12. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's guarded by White, picked up by Okongwu. Now here's Alexander Walker, tightly guarded. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when Johnson gets an opening, no question he's looking to power it down.
The Celtics shooting about 47%. A nice number. Pass to Pereira. The 3 is up. Alexander Walker grabs the board. And for the Hawks, they're shooting only 42%. Johnson a screen on White. Down low. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. McCollum against Pritchard. Pass to White. Outside Pritchard. Boston needs to get off the shot here.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Hawks trail by 10. Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu with screen on White. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Blocked! Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Four on the clock. The three is up. Rebounded by Daniels.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's McCollum. This one for three. Hits a three-pointer. McCollum's got 11 points.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Celtics lead by 7. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Pereira. Now Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. McCollum defends. Outside White. Here's the three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the three on the other end.
Back to McCollum. 4-3. Boston pulls it in. Pereira's got 4 rebounds now. Right side Pritchard. Pass to Pereira. Knocked away. Daniels with it. Inside. Here's McCollum. And the bucket is good. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And here's White. Releases. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points in the game. Alexander Walker, the pass to McCollum. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Vucevic. Here's Keita, covered by Daniels. 6 to shoot. White for 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Pereira. He's got 5. Now here's Vucevic. Pass to White. And there's the screen. From deep. Kept alive. Outside Pritchard. There's the 3. Here's Pereira. And finally they hit one. Pereira's got 7.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Offensive board. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Yes, it's good. And that's now 6 points for Nikola Vucevic. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the bucket by Boston. The Hawks need to get one up here. Johnson for 3. Boston pulls it in. Pereira's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to White. Now Pritchard lets the three fly. He buries it from three. He's got 11.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And Atlanta with possession here, following the three by Boston. And here's McCollum, defended by Pritchard. Pritchard against McCollum. Here's Alexander Walker. That one's off, still out of sync. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Now here's Pritchard. Outside White. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his third foul so far. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And the Celtics also making a change. Brown's checked in. Pass to Keita. Clock at 6. The rebound by Atlanta. Now Johnson. 11 points in the game. McCollum drives in. And McCollum slams it in.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the drive.
Here's White. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pereira. He has 7. Here's White. Cashes in the 12-footer. White's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen White's confidence as a scorer grow over time, which is why he stays aggressive when he catches fire.
There's McCollum with the 3. Knocks down the long J. 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Pass to Keita. Back to Brown. Over Daniels. And Brown with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And the Hawks with possession here. Now here's a Okongwu. Vucevic with the steal. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now here's McCollum. 18 points for him. Okongwu, a screen on White. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Boston leading by 17. Outside White. Pass to Keita. Here's Pereira. Outside Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Keita, pass to Brown. Puts up a deep 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now McCollum. Crosses over. Oh, sweet move. And he lays it in. McCollum's got 20.
When they have to just keep feeding C.J. McCollum, he is on a heater.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Risachet comes in for Johnson. Kispert's checked in for Daniels. And it's Wallace in for McCollum. And the Celtics in possession here. The lead is 15. Outside White. Garza passes to Tatum. D there from Kuminga. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Wallace. Back to Kispert. And here's Landale. He's got 6. Here's Rizachet. Another shot. And Landale gets it to go. Landale's got 8.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
White looking it over. Here's Brown. Oh my goodness! Brown would not be denied.
There's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Wallace with it. Still without a bucket. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. On the wing, Rizachet, defended by Hauser. And Rizachet gets it to go.
Nice play by Rizachet, using that screen to perfection.
Pass to Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall. Hawks trail by 15. Kuminga with a screen on White. Out to Kuminga. The 3. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Brown's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
30 seconds left in the third. And Atlanta shooting an efficient 55% of the third quarter. Wallace outside. Pass to Rizachet. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. And that's not going to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Boston out in front, leading by 17. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Taking a look at the Celtics. They've got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Garza in at the center position. Pritchard finds Brown, and Brown with the stuff!
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
Hawks trail by 19. McCollum outside. Out to Kuminga. Kispert outside. Brown with the steal. To the paint. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That one misses to Tatum.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
Now here's Kuminga. Pass to McCollum. Shoots. Called in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Now here's Tatum. Now here's Brown. Defended by Kispert. 6 to shoot. Brown inside. The rebound by Atlanta. Now Kispert. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Landale. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Slams it home with the best of them. Rizachet with a statement.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Kuminga against Tatum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Hawks trail by 21. Pass to Rizachet. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. McCollum against Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Shoots off the step back. Garza grabs the board. Boston leading by 21. Brown with it. He's picked up by Kispert. Outside, Brown. Over Kispert. No good on the fadeaway. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Beyond the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he's a crafty combo guard. You gotta love seeing McCollum play the role of distributor there.
Now here's Pritchard, and Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Cadis checked in for Boston. So it's Boston now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. On the push, here comes Atlanta. And Rizachet gets it to go. Rizachet's gotten 4 this quarter.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Puts it up from 12. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Boston leading by 18. Outside Pritchard. And he makes it on the layup.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
The Hawks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Unloads from 13. Boston pulls it in.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Pass to Keita. Over Kuminga. Keita, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Brown. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not only does Kuminga get the whistle, but he fights to make sure the bucket goes down.
And Atlanta making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Boston making a switch here. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pereira. Just 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 17. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And that one falls for Vucevic.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Rizachet. The Hawks have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Back to McCollum. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And that one misses.
Well, even though he plays with a scorer's mindset, you can put McCollum in a playmaking role. He gives you options.
Now here's Pritchard. Vucevic finds White. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Vucevic has got 3 assists now in this one.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Daniels outside. McCollum outside. On the clock. And it's Pereira with the rebound. Pereira's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Here's Pereira. Pass to Vucevic. Back to White. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Boston leading by 16. Up top, Pritchard. McCollum defends. Out left to the wing. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Here's White. The rebound by Atlanta. Down low. Here's Johnson. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Up top, Vucevic. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Johnson.
Well, Vucevic did a good job of feeling the defense there and worked his way into a trip to the line. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Kuminga. So
so hits one and misses one at the line. Hawks trail by 15. And here's Alexander Walker. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2. 24 points for C.J. McCollum.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Boston leading by 13. Here's Pereira. White with it. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Keita. Guarded by Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pereira. White for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And here's McCollum. Picked up by Okongwu. To the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, in that two-player action, I really like Okongwu as the player. He moves really well.
The Celtics have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Pereira. White outside. Pritchard outside. Vucevic, a screen on McCollum. White outside. From downtown. Johnson with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's McCollum. Yes, sir!
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Boston leading by 9. Now White. Oh, it doesn't go. Now the Hawks with it. They're on a 17-6 run. McCollum from inside. Rebounded by Pritchard. Boston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Pereira. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Peyton Pritchard. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now here's McCollum. Now Okongwu. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got a nice touch around the bucket.
The Celtics with the lead. And here's Pritchard. Here's White. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 misses.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
McCollum. It falls!
Well, those are some huge points from the vet, C.J. McCollum.
The Celtics shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pritchard with it. Now Alexander Walker defending. And an intentional foul right there. Now White. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
McCollum against Pritchard. Got a piece of it. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside White. Here's Pritchard. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
That's what you want to do. Get out of the first round as quickly as possible. Now the road gets a little harder.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Derek White.